congratulating the two great lady senators who have sponsored this bill. One of them is the speaker, is my teacher, Professor Kamar, and it is always a pleasure when a student serves with their teacher. I also want to congratulate my sister, Senator Asige, for being very consistent in representing the interests of the people that she is supposed to be representing in this House and in leadership. As Speaker, I will address myself to only 4 clauses of the bill, clause number 5, 6, 21, and 23. As Speaker, I like the drafting on clause 5 of this bill to the extent that it gives effect to the provisions of Article 35 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 on the right to access information either held by the state or by another person, which information is required to help someone to advance their course in life. So, Speaker, that provision in itself places a responsibility on those that plan education funding to make available equipment and facilities for learners with special needs to be able to access information. And it goes beyond that to ensure that even this Senate, because information from Senate is critical for the realization of the dreams and aspirations of our children in schools, and that information that comes from this public institution should be accessible to these children in a manner that they can consume. The same applies to media houses. All these are sources of information for these children. And as a Senate, then we have an opportunity to make sure that our children that go to school and they have special needs have access to this information in a format that they can consume. Mr. Speaker, Clause 6, I really like this Clause 6, Mr. Speaker, for the simple reason that the language in it places an obligation on the shoulders of parents of children with disabilities to ensure that these children access education. The Speaker, we all know that there are some parents that when they are blessed with children with special needs, they want to hide them in their houses. They don't want them to get out. They don't want them to meet people. The Speaker, I like the wording of this clause and the use of the word shall, because then any parent who does not make it possible for children with special needs to access education then is liable to a fine which is stipulated in the clause. The Speaker, I want to go to Article 21, Clause 21, sorry, which actually should be read together with Clause 6. On the obligation that this bill puts on the county education boards on the examination and registration of children with special needs that need to be enrolled in schools and that are already in schools, so that then, for purposes of planning, it will be easier to know what facilities need to be made available to these children. The Speaker, Clause 23, on the establishment of Special Needs Education Advisory Board, I want to call upon the promoters of this bill to consider Mwalimu maybe refining that clause and